Let's go through a bunch of different sites that I like to reference while I'm doing my research and kind of just go through some of the things I look for when I'm thinking of some different design ideas to try. So let's go through some of the sites. I use all of these sites to do my research and look around for new ideas and just keep my eye out there and see what we can find. So I'll go through some of these here, but also there's these very popular sites that all Teespringers know about, which is basically the Teespring Discover page, which is on Teespring itself. They show you the top 36 campaigns running in their system as right now. Also, the T-View, which is a famous place where it shows all the latest Teespring campaigns, and of course Don Wilson's Teescover, which is awesome too. So first, let's just go through some of the sites I like to go look around. One of my favorites right now is Wanilo, stands for Want, Need, Love. And it's basically a social network for people that like to buy products. So let's go over here and take a look. And of course, you got to go ahead and create an account to be able to get in here. It's free, obviously. And what I like doing is you simply just come in here and just start typing some of the different niches you want to try. Remember the ones I was talking about that really passionate about. I've done some work in the nurse niche. I've done some work in NFL niche, NHL niche. I've done some stuff with mixed martial arts, lots of different things. But let's go ahead and just stick with nurses, I guess. Type in nurse, and I put nurse shirt. And this is how you can go quickly through here, and you can just find a ton of ideas. And what's cool, I usually try to cross-reference some of these shirts and see if they're already selling on Teespring. Because if they're already selling on Teespring and doing well, then that's a good indication that you can make a variation of that shirt and try selling to that market again. A lot of people think that once you see a nursing shirt sell like 2,000 or 3,000 shirts, it's like, oh, you can't sell to them anymore. But that's totally wrong. You see, in the t-shirt business, you can sell another shirt to that same audience over and over again. It's kind of weird, but it's basically kind of like t-shirts are like a commodity. It's like going to the grocery store to buy food. People will always buy t-shirts, even if they have 1,000 of them sitting in their closet. They just figure they need that shirt. It's just a commodity sort of feel to it. But that's really good, and it gives you basically unrestricted, unlimited, basically opportunity to sell different types of shirt to the same market. So you can see through here, you can quickly see all these different shirts. And what's awesome is if you just hover over top, you can see the number of saves. So you want to be looking at ones that have like 1,000 saves. And a quick way to find a really good spot here on this site is if you go onto this little button here, hover over that, and you'll see most popular. So you click on most popular. Now you're going to see the most popular stuff on the whole site. And just go through here and look at the different shirts. I've been noticed this trend a lot. 2 different shirts together. Now, I haven't seen anyone do that on Teespring yet, but this could easily be done. Like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, you can just create a variation of this, but just create 2 campaigns in Teespring, one for this one for this one, and then just link them together by using a link in the description. Now, I haven't tested that, and I haven't seen it done yet on Teespring, but we can obviously see it's hugely popular on Wanilo. It's like 113,000 saves on that, and I've seen this trend on here quite a bit, actually. So that should be something you should try and test, definitely. I'll be doing the same thing. Here's another one up here. Weirdo 1 and Weirdo 2. So it looks like it's some sort of variation of the Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Cat in a Hat cartoon show. That's probably where that's from. So this is a great site that I go to all the time to take a look what's selling. And what's cool is if you go up the top here, sorry, not what's selling, but what people really want to buy, I should say. Let's say we click on a shirt. The first one we see here that could possibly be used on on Teespring in a campaign here. Here we go. Harvard Law, just kidding. So if you click on that, what's really cool about Wanilo, it'll show you. I don't know what's going on here. My internet connection is going down. Okay, there we go. If you go here, you will see a bunch of other shirts that people also liked. Cool story, bro. That's from the Toy Story, I guess, logo. So you can see a bunch of different related shirts that are getting a lot of saves as well. tons and saves. So it gives you more ideas. And what's really important is always look at the comments and make sure if you start seeing people say things like, I want to buy this, I need this, things I need. Just kidding. Harvard Law, just kidding. So you want to be looking through the comments a lot, and you start seeing people saying, I want to buy this, then you want to be testing that out on Teespring. So that's a great site that I love going to. Let's look at a few others here. Screened was a new one I found that I think was just awesome. This is a site similar to Teespring. I've never used it, but I use it for researching. And from what I found, the best way to do this is just click on any link here. So view collection, click on that link. You'll see on the left-hand side here a whole bunch of links. Just click on the first one. And then finally, you'll see this here, trending and popular. So I'll go to trending. And I'll see the top trending shirts. And you can see all of them here. And you can easily get these redesigned using a different font and just changing it up just a tiny bit. You can so many here to split test. So my recommendation when you start trying out Teespring is you want to build up at least 3 to preferably like 10 designs. Like I usually just have a few designs here or there running in my Teespring because, to be honest, my passion is software design. I love designing software, so I spend most of my time doing that. But there's a couple times in Teespring where I put a ton of time into it, and I'd pump out about 10 or 20 designs at a time, and that's when you really find you can pinpoint the ones that are going to break out and make all the money. I've had a t-shirt that made me $35,000 in 7 days, so it's important to try that. So I'd come here and I'd try a whole bunch of these different ones and just go and put them up on Teespring and spend like, $25 per campaign, and whichever one is breaking even or making a little bit more money, I'll start putting all my ad spend into those ones and sort of scale it out a little bit. So this is a great place to go look. Zazzle and Redbubble are amongst the very popular ones other people look at as well. So on Zazzle, it's pretty cool because you can just search right in here. For example, like nurse shirt. I see a whole bunch of stuff here. But what's nice is you can sort by popular here as well, so it shows you the most popular shirt right off the bat, and you get a ton of ideas in here as well. So this is a great place to come and look. I got a lot of ideas from the nurse stuff here as well. So this is a great place to look, and you can quickly see the most popular just by searching, by sorting by popular here. You could even go into different departments, which I do all the time. So I can go check out just the men's t-shirts, for example, if I'm doing, say, sports targeted just to men or sports targeted just to women. I did that as well. One shirt that I did, it was this nurse loves the Broncos. That worked really well. I see a ton of different ideas there. All right, the next one is Redbubble. Is another one really good to look at. You can go into t-shirts and clothing and get a ton of different ideas in here as well. I believe they have a trending, I can't remember where it was now, popular t-shirts just down here at the bottom. And you can sort by the top selling. And then you can kind of go through here and see what the top sellers are. This gives you some really good ideas for, what to get into, different niche ideas. It even gives you ideas of what to sell the t-shirts at. Another one I like going to is Spreadshirt. So if you scroll down here, you'll see a link here for see all designs. And over here you can see all the best sellers for the different categories. So funny, geek, I love. Tons of different ideas here to try out. So this is a really good spot to come research some different ideas. Another one is Amazon. Like right on Amazon, you can just type in nurse shirt and you can get a bunch of ideas. And I like using Amazon too because once you go into a particular shirt, for example, this one here, this one is totally famous amongst the Teespringers. It's been sold a lot. We're talking like probably like 20,000 shirts have been sold just in this one design. In fact, I made my own design as well and sold it and did okay on it. Not good enough. I didn't target it properly, but I still did some profit on it. And down here is what you can see as well. Customers who viewed this also viewed these. And a lot of times you'll see another row in here, right here. Customers who bought this also bought these things. So you can look at other shirts. If they bought that one, they also buy this one. And these designs are fairly simple to do. You know, I'm going to show you a bunch of different design examples in this course, and you'll have a ton of different ideas on how to do this stuff. I always just go after designs that I know are pretty easy to do, and I'll try them. So that's another great place to go through. And what's cool too is Amazon has their own bestsellers section on here as well. I always find it really difficult to find, so I just use Google. Just go into Google and type in Amazon bestsellers, and the first link that comes up is the link I'm looking for. And then here you can dial down into the actual where the shirts are. If you can't find it, you can actually just look at what category this one was in here. Actually, you can see right here the bestseller rank, top 100 in clothing. So this takes me right to the bestsellers clothing. So in here you can actually spot what the top selling is. Like right now, best dad ever. I think Father's Day is coming up, so here's a really good idea for you right now. Jump on that. So people are definitely buying stuff for Father's Day. So that's probably something that would sell very well. It's one of the top sellers right now. Number 9 in clothing. They're selling a lot. Got a lot of good reviews. So this would be a really good one to get into, possibly. Of course, there's eBay. Same idea. I got incredible ideas from this site. You just get... Oh, that's nice. I've never seen this design yet. That's a nice one. I like that. So, there's another cool one here. Never seen that. Excellent ideas from eBay and Amazon. Another site I like to go to is tfury.com. I find the shirts on here a little bit more complicated to design, but not impossible. But just gives you some more ideas. If you're doing outsourcing, this would be probably a little bit easier to outsource some of these designs. Like looking at this design right here, I probably couldn't design that right away. It'd probably take me a while to do something like that. I like to stick to easy, simple designs I can pump out really quick. It's because it's about numbers, right? You gotta get those shirts out there. If you're spending too much time on a design, and if it fails, then it's just a waste of your time, basically. So a lot of different stuff you can find here in the gallery. They allow you here to sort by the most popular again, so you can dig down into the different categories and search by most popular. So this gives you a lot of really good ideas as well. Another one is called Busted Tees. Looks like I'm stuck on a squeeze page here. There we go. So in Busted Tees, you can find a whole bunch of really good ideas as well. All the new stuff, the clearance. I go through all this stuff. You always find some really good ideas in here as well. So I think there was one I found with Yoda in here that I was going to do, but I never got around to it. I can't recall off the top of my head now, but it was really funny. Something I was dying to test. So you can click on sports shirts and see what's going on here. A whole bunch of different cool ideas. What's nice too is you can come here and look at these different sports sort of shirts and then just adapt it to a certain team, you know, like for right here, this one sort of reminds me of the Broncos because they have a Bronco. So this could be like maybe put BRONC and not have the last one there. I'm not sure what this is about, but I'm just guessing. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of good design ideas you can find in here. And what I like looking at too is just the way that fonts look and the way that certain things are shaped. Like for example, you can see this has a little bit of an arch in it. So does that. Like it just kind of keep that, keep looking at those sort of things, how they look, and you can apply those to your designs when you're coming up with new original designs so that one of them will eventually take off and go huge. Another one here, this is a new site that I haven't used much. Well, not new, but new to me. I think I got it from a different product I purchased. I can't recall. Sorry if you're the person watching the videos, but I can't recall what course I bought, but I got the idea from there. $6 shirts. And my first impressions of this was great. Like there's just tons and tons and tons of different ideas in here. All for $6. That's crazy. I'd never sell a shirt for $6 on Teespring. You wouldn't make any money. But there's definitely a lot of ideas in here. Let's see if they had most popular. I don't think they did. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they have the most popular section or something like that. At least they have them categorized so they can look at funny tees. So anyhow, just want to include that resource as well because there are some great ideas in here. Another one is Snorg Tees. Again, this is a newer one to me. I've been on here before, but I never used it that much, so I just wanted to give you guys a lot of options here. I have been here. I remember this right here, mass time acceleration. It's kind of funny. A lot of really good ideas through this site as well. Oh, here we go. Bestsellers right at the top. Cool. Maybe I'll use this more often. I've seen this done several times in Teespring. They seem to do really well. Cool. So that's a good one to keep your eye on. Now here's another resource I found. It's called Design by Humans. I may have found this in another course too. I don't recall. I've taken almost every single Teespring course that exists. But there's some really good designs here. I was browsing around this a few weeks ago, and I was just blown away at some of the stuff I found in here. So it's pretty cool. But you can see right off the top, you can get to the best sellers here for all the different categories. So you can quickly see what's working and test her out. One thing I love doing, obviously, is when you're testing out a new niche, is to always make sure there's an audience available in Facebook, because I do all my marketing in Facebook. So I usually go into Facebook, set up a fake ad, and just make sure there's an audience. So I just look to see if there's enough people. I got to have at least 100,000 people to be actually interested in the topic, and to start with. I try not to go anything under 50,000, but 50,000 to 100,000 inside of Facebook for sure when you're finding new markets. I'll probably include another video there real quick so that you guys can see what I'm talking about when I say that. Another one is obviously Pinterest. This is a really good one. You can come into Pinterest and search for shirts. You can even just stick Teespring in there, Teespring, and look at Teespring shirts. And what's cool is you can you can see like here how many people have pinned it, how many people shared it, and comments, and that gives you a good idea of which ones that are really making a lot of stir in the market, and you can go in and develop something fairly similar. So this is a good place to go look at shirts that are already doing well or have a lot of buzz around them. I find that a lot of people don't actually use Pinterest a lot, and I have to admit I haven't been using it that much either, but this is probably one of the best places you'll find great designs. Nurse shirts. So like right away I can see like some of these have never been on Teespring, and well, potassium you too. There's some really good ideas here. And like I was saying before, as long as you have a good design, you throw it in front of the nurses and they'll buy it. They love buying stuff. So just because they've bought 1,000 shirts from a different design doesn't mean they're going to buy yours. A lot of different ideas in here. Okay, moving on. This was another one I found from another product I purchased. It's called watchcount.com. I just thought it was kind of interesting to see. You know, if you put nurse t-shirt in there, it'll show you popular shirts that have a lot of watchers, people that were watching this and want to buy it, sort of thing. And how many sales, like past sales, 71 sales. So this really gives you an idea of some designs you should go after. And this is all from eBay. How about fireman t-shirt, or firefighter? Bunch of different ideas there. These actually look fairly complicated. Ah, this looks funny. Not much watchers though, but it just looks funny. I'd tap that. You never know. That might be a good one that could work. How about, say, fishing is another good niche people are pretty passionate about. A few different ideas here. I've seen this Key Common fish on several times in Teespring. Or maybe something like, let's say, a dog. In the dog niche, I guess that'd be more like a dog shirt. Or a shirt specifically for dogs, so maybe that's not the way you want to put it. How about like an engineer? That's a huge niche. I almost bought one. I'm actually an engineer. I got a couple degrees in engineering, so whenever I see these shirts I laugh too. They're pretty funny. Like one of these. They sold like gangbusters on Teespring. We're talking like 10-20,000 orders of the same design. And the last one I want to show you here is shirt woot. This is one I'm not familiar with either, but it's cool. I've just been looking at it the last couple days here, and you can go into the top 20 designs here. And it's shirt.woot.com, and you could see here some top designs, and they give you how long it's been in the top charts for. And like looking at the very top, like this one looks really easy to design. You know, you just need a cat and some text and holding a coffee mug. I think that'd be a pretty simple one to design, redesign, and put that on Teespring. It's already proven to sell. It's #1 t-shirt right now in this network, so that could be a possibly good one to try on Teespring. #1 T of 27 in the Reckoning. Not sure what that is. But then again, just another place to get some design ideas and see what's working right now. So usually I use all these sites here to go through and see what's already working. And what's already popular and what's already selling. And so I look at those top shirts and I quickly come up with like 10 different ideas. I'll bang out those 10 ideas and list them all in Teespring, and usually a couple of them will be winners, and you'd bank big time on it.